is
I
cool.
can't believe there is a super fan about Groundhog Day. And Amber Wheeler, you let us know about Beth Breivik, who is actually spending today in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
And she's been there for a few days, actually.
Oh, geez.
Beth is one of my really good friends, and many of you probably know her if you live in the Minot area. She's lived there for most of her life, a good chunk of her life. She was Bethany Lee on the radio station up there, so a lot of folks know her voice. But she lives in Pennsylvania now, and she went to go see the prognostication, if you will, which is where they actually read out Punxsutawney Phil's prediction. And it's really interesting because they have a ball that goes along with it, and you can see there she is at the ball, and that's the inner circle. Those guys with the top hats there, they're the inner circle, which is a part of a club that, if you will, that kind of takes care of Punxsutawney Phil. And so it's been really neat to get to know this ceremony a little more, because Beth has been really into it for the last few years, and she even attended virtually last year. But she had, because they didn't have it in person last year, they had cardboard cutouts of the super fans, and she was one of those cardboard cutouts. So she was there in spirit, and in fact, some of the video that they use on the national pieces that they do from last year, you could see her cardboard cutout. And now she's there live, and of course, you got to speak with her and hear more about it.
Yeah, I had to ask her. She said she was raised mostly in Minot. Now she lives in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I had to say why she was such a super fan of Groundhog's Day. Here's what she had to say. What is it about this holiday? You know, it's not Christmas, it's not the 4th of July. What is it about this holiday that is just, you know, something that you get so excited about?
That's a really hard question to answer, because this isn't a holiday that I was ever excited about before moving to Pennsylvania. But I asked my husband, I was like, you know, Groundhog Day in 2020, it was on a Sunday. Let's just go once. It'll be a bucket list item. And it was so much fun that it was like, nah, we need to go back again. Alcohol is actually not permitted out here. It's a family-friendly event. And Gobblers Knob, where the event takes place, isn't actually in the square. They're in Punxsutawney. It's just outside of town, about a mile and a half. So it's very welcoming. The people in Punxsutawney are really just sweet and friendly. It's a town of just under 6,000 people, and you know, just coming here to visit, it's always nice to come here. We've also come here in September. They have the Elixir of Life ceremony each September that lets Phil live forever. You know, he drinks this little elixir that keeps him alive. So that this is the same groundhog that's been doing the prognostication for the last, 130 something years. Yeah, so there's always something going on, and the town is very, very Phil centric. Everybody loves Phil.
Everybody loves Phil.
How do you not love Phil? He's so Phil. Cute. And he looks great for his age.
130.
Yeah.
Because he has a magic elixir.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get my hands on some of that magic.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, Amber's been saying, she's been referring to her coffee and her stuff that she drinks in the morning as my elixir.
It's after I talked with Beth that I started using that word, for sure. Well, thank you, Amber, so much for our forecast today on this Groundhog Day, even though we have more winter on the way.
So, hold on. Phil said 6 more weeks?
Yep.
6 more weeks.
But he has a choice, 6 more weeks or we're going straight to spring?
Supposedly.
Okay.
But keep in mind that Phil's only been right 30% of the time.
Right. That's not
And Amber
very good.
Wheeler's right a lot more than
100%
that.
of the time.
I'm going to go with Amber Wheeler. She tells us we have a lot more than 6 more weeks in store.
60% of the time
That's what
she's
we
right
have.
every time.
But keep it here because